Hello, I'm Stephen Meade, CEO and founder of RONAstar. I feel like Vanna White at times. Anyway, RONAstar. What is RONAstar? RONAstar is a cloud-based software application. Think of RONAstar as an internal eBay for large corporations. Let's start with this though. The term RONA in accounting terms stands for return on net assets. So as a CFO, CFOs are always trying to manage their RONA. How can they get a better return on their net assets and squeeze efficiency out of the assets that exist within the organization? And the market for RONAstar are really big corporations. Industries like airlines, automotive, manufacturing, government, public schools, companies like Southwest or United Airlines, hospital groups, Chicago Public Schools, any type of organization with lots of locations. And what is RONAstar? What does it do? Think of RONAstar as an internal eBay for large corporations to identify and redeploy their own idle assets. What does that mean? A large enterprise like an airline, let's use United as an example. United has over $40 billion worth of assets. On average, 10 to 15% of a company's assets are historically idle. Desks, chairs, computers, software, snowblowers, parts, batteries. You guys have seen it. Anybody that's walked through a large organization has seen boxes of things stuffed in closets, hidden under desks, or just sitting around. Well, across a large company, 10 to 15% is $4 or $5 billion worth of assets. And you couple that with what's called a redundant purchase. There's a guy in Chicago and United Airlines might have 15 or 20 snowblowers that he doesn't want. What happens to the guy in Detroit? He's about to go buy 15 or 20 snowblowers brand new. What's that process? You have a budget allocation, you have an RFP, a request for proposal. You have your vendors coming back, you're comparing. It's a long process. Long could be hours, long could be weeks, long could be months. And at the end, that guy in Detroit spends $300,000 to buy new snowblowers. Well, if he knew Chicago as a location had snowblowers that weren't wanted or needed, an internal transfer could occur. And the financial mechanics of that have impact across both organizations. By organizations, I mean both divisions or departments. The guy in Detroit saves money, right? He doesn't buy it externally. It's called a cost avoidance or procurement reduction. Guy in Chicago transfers the assets off his books, reduces his net asset exposure, lowers his balance sheet implications. That's what RONAstar is. It's like an internal eBay. When you walk into an organization, we tell the department managers, treat RONAstar, think of it like a garage sale. You're not going to list every item you have. You're going to pick the 10 or 15 things you don't want. But when every location across an enterprise lists 10 or 15 or 20 items, that is a large percentage. So RONAstar, cloud-based application. List an asset, transfer it, visibility across the enterprise. And we took it a step further. RONAstar actually works on internal credits. A lot of corporations have what are called corporate currencies, or barter is the best way to look at it. Chicago lists the assets they don't want, visible across the enterprise. Detroit acquires them. Chicago gets a credit to go acquire assets elsewhere within the company. So we can now use RONAstar as a tool to build incentives, right? A large organization might have 8, 9, 10, 15,000 employees. Those employees need a reason to use a new process or system. That is RONAstar. Software application coupled with a service component, training, change management, process reengineering, all of these buzzwords. But the reality is you have to drive adoption within an organization. But the financial leverage is there. Large companies, billions of dollars of assets that are idle, redundant purchasing, hundreds of millions of dollars, no visibility. Rolling RONAstar out. Great team. Amazing salespeople, over 30 years experience in the industry, legendary guys on the advisory board, about 30 companies that are interested in participating. We're looking for funding to finish the application of bringing it to market, not the software. Software is done and ready to go. It's really the working capital to put the team in place and expand into the market, and also move into partnership with some of the large organizations, the PwCs, AT Kearneys of the world, that we could partner with to roll the software out. Very similar to an Oracle or SAP module where you've got SAP and consulting services. We've got a RONAstar team, we've got partnerships, we have 30 or 40 customers that are interested. Massive opportunity. We hope you take a look. Thank you. I'm Stephen Meade, and this is RONAstar.